All right, I know it's been a while, but I wanted to make this video to explain to everybody where I've been, how my account is, and stuff like that. I haven't really been uploading on YouTube, obviously, that much. And, I just wanted to talk about, I guess, everything that's been happening in about the last 2 months. The first thing that most of you want to probably know is why I haven't been uploading. For those who don't know, I am still a full-time student. I study IT at my university, specifically networking. Something had to give, you know what I mean? Like, I stream almost every day, and I go to school 4 days a week. Like, I actually have to go there. It's not like online classes. I have to actually go there, commute, and then commute back every time I go. And I just didn't have time. Like, it's as simple as that. Like, I couldn't reasonably justify spending time making videos when I had a lot of schoolwork to do and I had to stream. So basically, there's three things that I do in my life. Essentially, I stream, I go to school, and I make YouTube videos. And to do all of those three things properly, they each require time and effort, right? Unfortunately, since I have to sleep, I can't work on all three at the same time without them all being shit. Because in my opinion, when I worked on school and I worked on my stream and I worked on videos all at the same time, it was too much for me as a one-man show, right? It was too much for me. I am getting help very soon with the YouTube side of things, so it should be better. But yeah, in the past, if you guys have ever seen like my Maplestory video, the video that I made called My Maplestory, I talked about how my addiction to Maplestory has negatively affected me IRL in a myriad of ways, right? And one of the biggest ways was through school. So I didn't want to forego my school and repeat the same mistakes I made in the past by hyper fixating on Maple, even though I could like, oh, well, quote unquote, like, oh, you could like make money off videos and stuff like that. It's like a job. Like, no, at the end of the day, like, I'm trying to get out of school as quickly as possible at this point, right? Like, I've wasted so much time in my life already, and I didn't want to make that mistake again. So unfortunately, my YouTube videos had to take a pause while the semester locked in. Basically, after midterms, the semester got a lot harder, so I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't reasonably make videos while still in school. But the bright side is my semester is very close to finishing. In about a week and a half, I'll be done with the semester, and I will have nothing on my plate in regarding to school anymore. So I'll be able to, throughout May, June, July, August, just crank out videos, stream every day, and we'll all have a good time. So that's the bright side. So I ask you guys, if I could please just have a little bit more patience, and then I will make more videos again. And I'm excited to make videos again because I feel like I haven't in a while. I don't know. I'm being weird right now. Yeah, so that's why I haven't really been uploading much. I had to lock in and focus on school, which is going well, by the way. I just wanted to let you guys know that. And I hope that's okay. I hope you guys don't hate me for that. But all good. Anyways, so the next thing is I wanted to share what has been going on in terms of my progression, right, on Hyperion. Obviously, it's been a while. I've still been streaming pretty much every single day. I just haven't been uploading that much. So if you have been in the stream, then you already know what's been happening. But if you haven't, then I'll update you on what's been happening. So let's actually look at what the last thing was on YouTube. Let's look at it together, actually. The last thing you guys saw with my progression was this video uploaded on March 11th. Now, this video on March 11th, the stuff happening in this video didn't take place on March 11th. It took place much before that. So last time you guys saw me, I was level 272. My IGN was Hamj, and I was working on my Legion, I guess. And it was a 5-10-15. So how strong was I after this 5-10-15? Do I have like my stat open anywhere? 28k stat. Okay, so it's been so long. 28k stat. Oh my god, and I was stuck in the middle of the subathon. So yeah, obviously it's been a long time since then. This was like months ago, and I'll show you where I'm at now. A lot has happened, but I'm really sorry, guys. Like, I had to lock in on focus on school. Editing these types of videos, making videos takes a really long time, and I know that I would have gotten sucked in and I wouldn't have done well in school. I know I wouldn't have. So I just really couldn't do it. So I really am sorry about that. So basically, as you can see, I'm level 281. I'm in Arteria. I'm almost level 282. So right now I'm at 132 mil combat power. The whole combat power system is in the game now. Before it was still like the old stuff. I have 52.5k stat in my damage gear. and we'll go over my gear together. There was just a 5, 10, 15. I'm probably going to be making another video that's kind of like a catch-up video, like highlights of what happened within the last like 2 months, basically, just so you guys could like get glimpses of what happened, because the Twitch VODs only save up to 2 months. So that still is a lot of time. So I could show you guys like what has happened. But basically, a lot of my star forcing is done at this point. So I 22'd my slime ring, 22'd my sup ring, KT. I use a continuous 4 now. I actually got this from Hard Lotus, which was pretty crazy. My Daybreak is 22 stars. My sup pendant is 21 stars. And before you go crazy, I have a good reason as to why it's 21 stars, okay? The good reason is that it keeps booming. That's the good reason. You think I haven't been tapping it? I have been tapping it, and it booms every single time. This is like my 4th sup pendant. So I'm going to actually be tapping it again on Tuesday when I could buy another one. I obviously can't buy another one because I just boomed it last Saturday, a few days ago. And you can only buy one superior item per week. So on Tuesday it resets. I'm going to buy another one and tap it. And if it booms, then it is what it is. I'm just going to wear another 21 one. I have an extra 22 Daybreak spare to transfer to it. My weapon is 17 stars, 13, 10, 30. Obviously, I liberate, so I'm not going to invest in this too much. My belt is 22, double primed, actually, which is pretty good. My hat is 22, -4. My Twilight Mark is 22. My Bean Mark is 20. I might get a monocle. Maybe. We'll see. I'm just hoping I get an eye patch. Top is 22. Pants are 22. Arcane boot is 22. Arcane cape is 22. Arcane glove is 22. Double line crit with all stat, which is pretty good. Shoulder is 22. Earring is 22. My heart, my secondary 4039. 7-day monster Parker, and my emblem is 1239. So as you can see, all of my gear is done with star forcing except for my sub pendant. I'm praying it goes on Tuesday. If it doesn't go, then it is what it is. I'll just try again in a couple months. But yeah, and that puts me at 132 mil CP, 52k stat. The main thing that I can improve with my gear is obviously the potentials, right? Like I could get 3% here, 3% here, 6% here. This could be 22 3-line. This could get strength on it. This is basically like a 2-line. This is like a 2-line, 2-line, 2-line. Scuff 3-line, another 3% here, another 3% here, right? Like there's a lot of like pots I can fix. So that's my next priority in terms of gear upgrades, is save as much money as possible for cube sale. I am predicting that there will be a cube sale within the next 2 or 3 weeks. Like I'm putting money on it, like straight up. I really think there's going to be a cube sale in May, even though there's no like post about it or anything. I think there's going to be a cube sale in May. So I'm saving and I'm hoping that I can utilize that to fix pretty much all of my pots. And then flames obviously are the next thing. I bricked my shoe flame. I tossed all the event flames on it and I still haven't hit anything. All the black flames, all the E flames, all the red flames, everything. I just haven't hit anything. So that sucks. Actually, you know what? We're going to hit. Okay, bricked. Yeah, so now I'm at 131 mil CP. So I just got weaker. All good, I guess. So eventually I'll fix it. But yeah. This is like the thing that I'm chucking flames on, and it kind of sucks. Other than my gear, what I'm also working towards is hitting level 285. Obviously, I want to get that last symbol. I want to get the Carcian symbol so I could start building my sack really fast, and it'll be really good for like, see Kalos and all the big dog bosses in the future. In terms of bossing, what bosses do I clear? Well, we haven't done Saren yet, but yeah, I clear all the bosses. So I do culling now. I do Kalos. I do end Kalos and easy culling. I am pretty close to doing normal culling. So that'll be like the next boss to take down. But I'm probably going to need to be at least 283 for that because of the final damage reduction. Ideally, I'd want to be 285, but probably around 283 we're going to start practicing. So that's good. I can solo all of these bosses. BM, Darknell, Vihilla, Gloom, Will, Lucid, Slime, Damien, Lotus, like all these bosses are easy, no problem. I'm going to be working on a Saren solo soon, hard Saren. I think I'm strong enough to do it now, so that'll be exciting. What's very interesting is I've reached a point in my progression that I'm stronger than I've ever been throughout all of my accounts. My first Hydo, my Shad, my Kronos Hydo. I've reached like a new point of prog that I've never been in before. I've reached like my absolute like highest amount of damage, which is really fun. Oh, and my hexa. I should show you guys my hexa. So this is my hexa right now. I kind of went a little bit of a weird build. I don't follow the Hydo Discord build. I don't really like it, I guess. this is the most important thing, obviously, on Hayato, is to get this as high as possible. Jin Quick Draw is good, but I really think that Zonko and Susanoo are more important. The reason I got these to 10 is just because it's cheap. Basically, it's cheap upgrades, get them to 10, and they still do pretty good damage, especially Instant Slice when you have a -4 health hat. It does a lot of damage, so I got it to 10. Right now, I'm working on getting this to 30, and then I'm going to get this to 30, because these two do a stupid amount of damage, so that's what I'm doing with my Hexa. Oops. I also should show you my Hexa stat. Got pretty lucky. I got the first one to 839, so this is, like, really good. Most people will get the top one to, like, 4 or something. But yeah, so I hit on that. What else? Oh, my Legion. I have hit AK Legion. I still have 13 characters that are level 140 blocks. So I know obviously this says level 185, but it's still a rank S block. That's what I mean, like the 140 block. So there's 13 more characters that I need to get to level 200, which means I could fill out 13 more spaces. So 5 here and 10 here. So then once I finish my 13 additional level 200 blocks, the strength and attack areas will pretty much be filled up, and then my Legion will be essentially done on this character until I start getting 250 blocks, and I'll start putting it in buff duration. My link skills, I finished all the level 3 links. As you can see, DS, Lumi, Arc, DA, AB, Phantom, those are all done. So my links are done, don't gotta worry about that. The events are really OP. I pretty much utilized events to do all of my Legion. There's almost no characters that I trained outright to 200 unless it was like a terror burn. So what I did was, on the Strawberry event, I prepped all my characters to level 101. And then once I got them to 101, I got them to around like 140, between 141 to like 145 with Strawberry. And then just utilizing all the bonks, I got them all to either 200 or they're on their way to 200, right? Like, you know, this is like 3 bonks from 141 and so on. And then these are just 150 burns. That's why they're at 150. And then through the event mini games and through doing Monster Park on my mules, I've gotten characters to 210. So like my Lara, my IL, my Inubud, my Nightwalker, DS, like all these characters are just 210 just from event mini games and free potions. And this character got 226 just from doing Monster Park every day and doing dailies. I didn't even have to train them at all. Like, you can get AK Legion in this game just from getting characters to like 100 and then just utilizing the events. It's kind of insane how free Legion is nowadays. But yeah, my level is actually pretty low for how strong I am. The people that I'm competing with are like level 284 by now, or like high 283, and I match their GPQ. I can beat them in dojo and stuff like that. Obviously Hayato excels in dojo and GPQ, but in terms of like gear wise, like we're pretty relative. But my Hexa is way lower because, you know, they just farm more than me. The other thing is, because I'm a Hayato, I'm able to one-shot in pretty much any map that I want to train in. So a lot of people, for example, trained in like Spring in Shangri-La, for example. They trained in like Spring till like 280, right? Because they can't one-shot, right? Even if they have the sack, they can't one-shot. Whereas for me, I'm able to train in like Winter 4 straight, like right out the gate, like even minus 40 sack from the map, I'm able to one-shot. So my XP rates are just higher because I'm always in level range at all times. I'm never not in level range. And right now I'm able to train in bottom deck passage 3. This is where I train right at the moment just because it's level range. Once I level, I'm probably going to move on to a 283 map because it's level range, obviously. I'll look for a map to train in, whether it's one of these 3. I'll try to find a rotation that works. And then my XP rates will increase. And then once I'm 283, I'll go to one of the top maps, which are 284 mobs, and I'll find one that works here. So it's really advantageous to play Hayato because of this whole level range thing. You could always one-shot. You could always get really good rates no matter what. The only downside is obviously training on Hayato. If you want to get the best rates, it is a little sweaty for most people. People aren't going to like that, but you could still get really good rates with lazy farming, and with Soul Janus coming out in Dreamer, it's a no-brainer. In terms of my liberation process, so because I cleared Black Mage in December, I'm actually going to be of the first people liberating in the entire server, which is very interesting, I guess, because I was first to liberate on Kronos, like Reboot 1, and first to liberate on Hyperion, which is cool. For a Hayato, obviously. I wasn't first to lib in like ever on Kronos, but on Hyperion, I'm first to lib ever and on Hayato. But in both servers, it's first on Hayato. So yeah, that's cool. I also am the highest level Hayato, the strongest level Hayato, the strongest Hayato. And in terms of dojo, I feel like I'm the only one that cares about dojo, because every time I bring up dojo, people are just like, who cares about dojo? But in terms of dojo, right now I am in second place. I'm very close to getting first. I really think I could get it soon, behind Quinn, Lash God, who is also insane. He's also super, super strong on his Demon Slayer. So it's really fun. I'm having a really good time. I'm progging a lot. And yeah, hopefully in the next video, I could show you guys some of the, you know, star forcing stuff, some of the bossing stuff, just so you guys can like see what I've been up to. But yeah, this video serves more of like an update. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention is my guild. So our guild is not the rank 1 guild anymore. We're actually pretty close to getting top 10. A lot has happened throughout time. People leaving and drama and like just all this garbage. But yeah, there was a period of time where the guild was like rank 30 or something, and it was just like me and Taco and Peps and Alice and like just like a few of us, like Jerome, where we're like fighting for our lives trying to just like get this guild back up. But I am very proud and happy to say that Star has grown so much again. Like we went from rank 1 to like absolute dog shit to like now we're like climbing like almost top 10 every week, and we're growing every single week. And we have a lot of active players now. This was our GPQ for last week. I think I could get 26k, but I didn't want to like spend fucking forever rerunning. But yeah, we have like a lot of people that run now, whereas before it was like maybe like 1 page of runners. Now we have a lot of active players. The guild VC is literally 24/7. People, you could join, you could ask for help. It's fun. Honestly, it's really fun. I appreciate the new guildies. There's a lot of new players that, you know, they're progging. This is the furthest they have ever gotten, and it's really fun being able to teach people. Like I've taught some people Black Mage, and it's really fun seeing like the next generation grow and learn the game and stuff like that. It's really cool. So I'm really happy that I'm able to lead a guild filled with a lot of passionate players. And if you want to join the guild, the only requirement honestly is just to be active and keep playing and want to progress. That's it, really. And yeah, definitely join up. The slots are getting limited as time goes on because a lot of people are starting to join. Like we're getting a lot of hitters. Like we recently got Burn to join. Shout out to Burn, bro, who's like one of the strongest shads in the whole game. So yeah, I just want to plug my guild because Star is up, and if you guys want to join, definitely join. Right now our G skills are 15, 15, 15, and 2 IED, but this IED is going up like every week. So I guess another thing I could show you is my fire poison. I have essentially 2 boss mules. I actually have a lot of opinions on boss mules now, starting on a new server, and from the perspective of like you can't get any carries because obviously like people aren't strong, and then there's like the whole 5% thing, so it's really hard to fund boss mules without carries. I actually have a lot of like perspective on this. So let me show you my fire poison. So the first thing is you'll notice I have a lot of these cores. I just like spam did the weeklies because how else am I going to get Apsos? But I really don't think you even need Apsos. So for my FP, I am able to do up to end Lomian within 30 minutes at around 5 mil CP and 11k stat. So I was able to do it as well at around 3.5 mil CP, but because of this last 5, 10, 15, I got a bunch of items to 16 stars. Now I could probably do the bosses in like 20, 25 minutes. But yeah, even before the 5, 10, I was able to do everything within 30 minutes. So the thing about boss mules is I really think that if you have really good nodes, like this character has really good nodes, especially for FP. Everybody knows FP is super expensive on nodes. It has almost max trios, like, you know, level 23, level 24, and like the main skills max, like 25, 25, 25. So it's super good on nodes. It probably took like 2,500 to almost 3k nodes to get this. You really don't need that much gear when you have nodes. The main thing you need is like legendary WSE. Just get it to like 2-line. If you use CD hat like on FP or Phantom or DB or something, definitely get a CD hat. It helps a lot. And then the rest of your gear can legit just be like 6% int, just like 1-line int on like epic or rare, and that's it. Like that's legit all you need. And dailies obviously help a lot. Like 290 arcane force, like that's not that much, right? Like especially with the events happening, that's not that much arcane force, but it helps a lot. It doesn't take that long to get, and you could get a super strong boss mule. Like this could do up to end Lomian in sub 30 minutes, like easy peasy. Obviously on Explorer Mage you need Legion to make things better, so I have like a page just for it. But yeah, and Explorer Mage is a harder boss mule to fund just because of the fact that you need high Legion. But other classes like Buck or like DS, you don't need as much Legion and they'll still perform really well. I'll actually show you another boss mule. So this is my Nightwalker. Nightwalker, just at 210, it's able to do CPAP and below. So it doesn't do a catchy. No, it could do a catchy. I just don't want to do it because I hate that boss. And it doesn't do Enlomian, but it could do everything else, including C-Val, right? And this character's gear is trash. Like it's just 1 mil CP. It has only like less than 5k stat. It's just it barely has like one line 10-star gear, right? But like I said, the most important thing is the WSE. So like my weapon has like 15 attack, secondary has boss and ID, emblem has attack and ID, right? It doesn't even have the reinforced set. This doesn't even have like luck on it. As you can see, like the gear is just like it's wearing penciliers, bro. Like come on, like you can't get more down bad than this. But I'm still able to do CRA and everything in like less than 30 minutes. And you get around like 800 to 900 mil from doing those bosses. So I could do these 3, all these bosses, and I could do PAP as well. I just haven't done it this week yet. So basically you could do like all of these and you get around like 800 to 900 mil just from doing them. You could do Pinot as well, since they're making Pinot easier next patch. I would recommend doing it. It's not hard at all, but I'm just waiting for that patch. And then you'll get good money. I honestly think that if you're on a new account in like today's Maple and you can't really get carries and stuff like that, I legit think that you should only do boss mules if you have a ton of nodes from farming on your main, or there's a hyperburn. If there's a hyperburn, then yeah, it's a free boss mule, right? But if you have a ton of nodes from farming on your main, just chuck them on a boss mule. Chuck like 1500 nodes or something on a boss mule, and then get CRA on it, get like legendary weapon secondary emblem, and the rest of your gear like 3 to 6%, and that's literally all you need just to get going, just to clear those bosses. Now a lot of people are going to be like, oh, but I can't one burst it. It's fine, you know what I mean? It's still meso efficient. Like if you just care about progressing and like you're not spoiled and you don't want to like and you don't care about just like one-shotting the boss, then you'll still make a lot of progress from funding mules this way. And then once you have like, you know, like 10 CRA mules or something, and you're making around like 9 bill from them every single week, you can then use that money to fund them and take them all to Enlomian, and then you'll make a ton of money. You'll jump up to like, you know, 15, 20 bill a week just from your boss mules. So yeah, I think people should go about it this way. I should probably make like an entire video on like new way to fund boss mules, but yeah. And for those who care about my Kronos progression, because my Kronos progression series kind of just like stopped in the middle of nowhere, this is where I'm at in Kronos. I don't play Kronos at all anymore. I have 6k Legion, I have my Kali, and I have my Hydo. So my Hydo's level 279. I don't play on it at all anymore. Just fully focused on Hyperion. Who knows if I ever come back, maybe if I find Hyperion broken or I'm like maxed out or whatever. Yeah, I fully liberated on this character back in February. I still did my lib quest and still liberate on it just because why not, right? Just for like the collection of Genesis weapons I've gotten over the years. It's not bad, to be honest. Tier 6 attack, tier 5 boss, and tier 4 strength with like this pot. It costed me like nothing. Some of this character's gear is better than the Hyperion character, but obviously it has no 6 job. It has like 21 3-piece arcane and this one's 17. And then a lot of the other gears like is 22 stars. These are 18. This is 21. But yeah, I don't really play on this anymore. Shout out to Zune for keeping me in the guild always in case I ever hop on. I got weapon jump and roar on this character. I don't have a continuous ring, but yeah, I mean, I legit just like don't play this anymore. But if I ever wanted to come back, I do have a pretty decently progressed Hydo to start on, so that's really nice. But yeah, I guess in terms of boss mules, if anybody's curious what my boss mule plans are, I have my FP that I'm gonna get to 260. I have my Lara that I'm gonna get to 220. I have my IL that I'm gonna get to 220. My Merc is gonna get to 220. My Kali's gonna get to 220. My Shad's gonna get to 260. My hero is gonna be my Hyperburn and Dreamer, and I'm gonna get this to 260. This is gonna get to 220. This is gonna get to 220. This is probably going to get to 260 at some point. This is going to get to 220. What else? This is going to get to 260. This is going to be my fam farmer, my Night Lord. Let me show you real quick. So I plan on doing a fam farmer once my Hydo is 285 plus fully maxed hexa. Like I don't need to grind on it anymore. I need to get fam still. So I got these 2 event rings, and with the free cubes, I happen to get hybrid and double drop. So it's already like making really good progress. It's already making really good progress to getting full 200% drop gear, which is really good. But yeah, I mean, whatever random classes I feel like playing, I'll probably play them eventually. But yeah, these are all my characters. I did all my Legion. Yeah, I think I made almost every class. I'm really excited for Lyn to come out because the Link skill is really cool. The Legion block's really good. And the class itself looks really cute. I might play that as well. Oh, I didn't even explain why my IGN has changed. There's a couple of reasons why my IGN has changed. The first reason is when I was doing the subathon, right? One of the sub goals was IGN change. So we did a vote in my Discord and they changed my IGN to twice X Drake. Like that. Spelled like that. So that was my IGN for like over a month or something where like people just kept calling me Drake. People to this day in my guild still call me Drake because they legit think that's my name. Like straight up, they think that's my name, which is the most annoying shit on earth. They'll be like, welcome back, Drake. Welcome back, Drake. Hi, Drake. They always call me that. Yeah, so everybody called me Drake for a while. And then eventually I changed my name again because it stopped getting funny. And I changed my name to Stacy. Obviously, like, it could be seen as Stace, but it's pronounced Stacy. Stacy. So don't say Stace. Anyways, so yeah, that's why my IGN changed. And some of you might ask, like, oh, but like, didn't you have matching names with your friends like Hamj and Starge and all that stuff? So unfortunately, with my friend group, a lot of them ended up either quitting or going back to Kronos, or like Ramsey got banned. So like, I don't really boss with them anymore. I don't boss with them anymore at this point. We're obviously still friends. I don't want to make this into like some sort of like drama, like, oh my god, like Duky like dropped his friends, blah blah blah. Like no, like we're obviously still friends and we hang out and all that stuff, but we just don't boss anymore. They did recently come back to Hyperion though. Most of them are playing again. The only one who really like kind of stuck around and progged was Suro and Blazefire. So Suro is on his Blaze Wizard, he's 280. Ryan too actually is 280 on his Hayato, and Blazefire Blessed. So these three are like pretty like consistently been playing, but the rest are kind of just like on and off. But they are playing again now. So yeah, but obviously I've reached like a different level of prog, so I prog with different people now because, you know, I never stopped. I kept playing. Oh, I guess in terms of fams, like I don't really have any fams, obviously. I hope that gave you guys more clarity as to where I've been, what the future is going to be like. I plan on uploading a lot more videos coming soon. Anniversary is coming, Dreamer's coming after that. This summer I won't have any school, so I'll be like 100% just focused on this. So yeah, I look forward to that. Thank you guys for always being here, whether you've been on stream or you watch a video, or maybe this is the first time you've ever heard of me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you all more often again. Yeah, and then obviously pop into the stream. I stream all the time. I'm gonna be live by the time this video goes up. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to all the fun times we're gonna have together. So goodbye. Thank you to my wonderful members: Blazefire, Shooms, Ujju, Shagad, Ravi, Grim4K, Koga, Pabo, and Piconir. I appreciate you guys so much.